All right, what's going on, everybody? We're back at it again here, freshly coming off of the Tesla TA. We have some more juicy content coming for you here with the one and only Logan Silver. We're going to be discussing a possible future trade that we will be taking here shortly. And it's a little different because this hasn't happened yet, right? We're not explaining stuff that has happened in the past. This is yet to happen, so it may not even play out, right? With my luck, it probably won't. But
With your
nonetheless,
AMC luck, I would say it probably will.
Maybe, perhaps. But yeah, today we're looking at everybody's favorite meme stock, which is AMC Entertainment Holdings, and this one's quite interesting, right? Obviously, it's responsible for these massive this massive growth and boom in retail investing, right? Obviously, with GameStop and AMC, we had these massive, people say they're squeezes. I guess they're squeezes. I don't know. But nonetheless, the price appreciation was very, very rapid. And it got a lot of people involved into investing that otherwise wouldn't have been, right? So that's always a good thing, right? Just getting more people involved in investing. But those times are past us now. And what is AMC doing right now, right? The chart looks kind of crap right now, right? A lot of people are saying like, oh, doesn't look too good. We've just been going down. Well, in fact, I make the counter argument that I think AMC looks fantastic right now. And that's for a few reasons, and we're going to be going into that here in just a moment. But the main reason is, obviously, we are in this 5-wave impulse move, right? We had our very aggressive first wave here in late January of 2021, right? Beginning of the new year, kicked it off very aggressively with AMC pumping from, little under $1 to roughly $20, right? Which is quite amazing. We came down for our second wave here, down all the way to roughly $5. Had a very, very aggressive third wave to the upside. And then here we are now, kind of experiencing our fourth wave. And what makes us confident that this is a fourth wave, right? And guys, what I'm referring to right now is Elliott wave, in which I'm counting impulse waves in the market, right? I go abide by a few specific rules. We have a ton of content made on this. So if you are questioning what Elliott wave is or what wave counts are, definitely go check that out.
I'll have it posted right in the corner of the video.
Absolutely. But AMC is what seems to be in a 5-wave move. And we could see that because we did not invalidate, right? We did actually manage to hold above our high of wave 1, right? We did find a bottom right there, and we bounced quite nicely, right? And this is kind of bringing us in to the pattern that we're going to be talking about right now. Obviously, we did have our corrective wave here kind of show itself. We had a massive ABC, right? There's obviously fractals within that, but this is kind of the simplest way of just looking at it. Very, very large ABC, which did seem to correct, right, and obeyed the laws of Elliott wave, right? And it does seem to fit the characteristics of a fourth wave, right? Because we held this line so very, very well. But nonetheless, where are we now? AMC is in one of my favorite patterns to trade, and that is the inverse head and shoulders, right? Or at least that's what we seem to be in. And if something interesting about inverse head and shoulders that people don't talk about often is that they are in fact reversal patterns, 100% reversal patterns, right? Anytime you see anytime you see an inverse head and shoulder or a head and shoulders patterns, they're not going to be continuation patterns, right? They're not going to continue that trend if they're true head and shoulders or inverse head and shoulders patterns. They're going to be reversal patterns. So when I see this kind of very clear inverse head and shoulders forming, right? It started here in December 1st, quite very, very easy, right? A nice round number. We had our left shoulder here. We found our head, as we said, that we went all the way down to around $20, not invalidating our 5-wave move on the macro side. And we completed what seems to be our right shoulder here in late December. And, we could have completed the top of the neckline right shoulder. And now here we are kind of completing, or what seems to be the completion of our right shoulder. So it does seem that we are in a very clear reversal pattern for AMC Entertainment Holdings, all while obeying the laws of our 5-wave impulse move. So what does that mean, right? What are those two things screaming to me? Well, it screams to me that AMC could be on its way for a 5th wave, right? And that 5th wave, right, could be very, very aggressive. It could definitely lead AMC over its all-time high of around $72, right? Actually, very, very easily, especially if this 5th wave is aggressive, right? Obviously, we could have a truncation. Maybe we go up to like 60 something, or maybe we go just flat out to right back to 72. But nonetheless, AMC is turning out to be, kind of shaping up to be a wonderful possible trade, right? And when would I take this trade? right? We're just looking for a break of this neckline. It's quite simple, folks. Once we break this neckline, I think there is going to be a lot of confluence to believe that AMC is reversing on a macro scale and could be seeing some serious price appreciation. Now, what's more right? We could have bought down here, right? You're probably saying, well, Austin, Logan, why didn't you guys buy down here? This is the clear right shoulder. Well, it's a pretty good question. I guess we could have. If we do a Fibonacci retracement from our local low right here, right, to our local high, right, we can actually identify a 5-wave move fairly clearly in here, right? 5, and then whenever you can identify a 5-wave move and we're in a corrective wave, we can obviously do the correction from our local bottom to our local top, and we obviously bounce off the 0.382 or in general our retracement reversal zone between the 0.382 and the 0.618. And you can see the candle anatomy. It's so beautiful, right? We're getting bought up right here very, very aggressively. We got bought up. AMC does not like being down there. There are buyers down there for this equity, and it is in a bullish reversal pattern, all while obeying bullish macro technicals, right? So once we do confidently break this this neckline, I think that there's a fairly high probability that we see AMC go on a little bit of a run. Now, this will be completely invalidated if we break below our local low of $20 and go below this high of $20.36, give or take, right? But I will not be entering this trade for AMC until we get above this neckline, right? Until then, it is just not there, right? The opportunity isn't valid, and you're taking on too much of a risk. So the moment we do see AMC kind of make its way up above here, maybe test it as support, I do think we will see some serious price appreciation, making for some serious gains, right? AMC is kind of my bitch, so there's not really any other way to put it. If you guys don't know, a bitch is it's a female dog. I have one sitting across the room. She's a Rottweiler. She's a lovely girl, but she's in the same category as AMC right now because this trade, it's mine. I'm gonna eat it up. And if we break this neckline, you're gonna see some gains. So,
absolutely.
Logan, what are your thoughts on AMC?
Yeah, I mean, you brought up a lot of the confluences that I'm also looking at. I had us with a original break of resistance as well on the 1-hour chart. I know that we had a bounce off of a support fractal on a higher time frame, and it also looks on a higher time frame that we're in a downward trending channel in which we got the second bounce off of our support level.
Totally recently. Right. Absolutely. And in this, I believe I could identify what you're kind of looking at here, right? Something along the lines
that
of
was
this.
The original resistance that I had drawn. Yeah,
this is beautiful.
It is beautiful. We got that very nice bounce off of it on Thursday.
Isn't it quite interesting how this line right here we'll make this gray. Or actually, no, we'll make it green. This green line right here lines up very nicely with our 0.382 retracement levels.
Yep.
Right. So that is a lot of, and you can see the candlestick, as we said, the candlestick anatomy.
Yes.
There's a lot of buyers at these levels, and for good reason, right? Why is there a lot of buyers at those levels? Well, there's a lot of confluences to say, hey, buy me now.
Yeah.
So it looks quite good. But this trend line here would have made for a wonderful entry, in my opinion. I think waiting for this break of the neckline for this inverse head and shoulders will be kind of the icing on the cake for this trade. Totally.
Agreed. That is, what I would describe as the conservative entry when there's other entries which would be described as a little bit more aggressive, like you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, absolutely. And guys, we're just quickly making this video here on a Sunday, right? And we just want to talk about possible trade setups that we're kind of looking at.
Yep.
AMC looks really, really good. I mean, I could honestly make the case for GameStop, I suppose.
There's a case to be made there.
Yeah. I mean, GameStop's questionable. Right, it did break below this kind of rising support, but yeah, I mean, we could see the divergence, right, between these two things. We could see AMC, in AMC, right, there's nothing saying that it has to break out yet, right? Maybe we have some more time to consolidate, but if we do see AMC break out while GME kind of stays behind and stays, below resistance, then we could see a divergence between the two meme stocks in price action and relative volatility, which we haven't really seen yet, right, for the most part, right? I mean, whenever AMC's pumping, we more or less see GameStop pumping.
Yeah.
So you could see a little bit of a divergence here. And that kind of would make sense because I would say, like, Logan, where would you say the apes reside now? Are they in GameStop, or would you say there's more apish activity?
I would say more so in AMC now.
Right. And how did that happen, right? I'm not sure. But there is definitely
maybe you led them there.
Yeah, there's some apish activity, like paranormal activity. If you ever saw it, there's apish activity happening on the AMC chart right now.
Yes.
And if we do break out, it will look quite good for the Bulls. It really will.
It'll look great.
And,
yeah.
Yeah, I'll be partaking in the party with the Bulls. 100%.
And we have to acknowledge Allicnac's AMC track record. He has not lost a trade on AMC in a very, very long time, if ever.
Knock on wood. Yeah, no, and the reason why why the track record is so good with AMC, it's not because I'm a good trader or anything like that, right? I'd like to think I am, but it's really because AMC is very systematic, right? It's very, right, if it breaks support, we're going down. If it breaks above support, right, we're going up. If it holds support, right, it's gonna do so quite well. And we saw right here, right? You don't have to be a technical analysis expert to know that, it's possible AMC could see a jump here, right? And you could just buy at this relative bottom and do quite well, right? And that's what I kind of mean, whereas it's very systematic, right? And we can also draw this this support line right here, right? The moment we broke it, what happened, right? We went for a ride to the downside. Again, very, very systematic.
And what does this look like?
What's that?
What does this look like? This looks like a textbook ABC correction.
Yes, absolutely, right? And guys, like I said, if we're in a 5-wave impulse move, then that means these are ABC corrections, right? And obviously this correction is much more elongated and much more dragged out than our other one. But yeah, this is a very, very classic ABC correction. We could also fractalize it here, right? We had our first ABC, our second ABC right here, and then we are coming to the conclusion of our complete corrective wave, right? And we can obviously isolate the entire move right here. We'll make this. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm not a fan of the ABC for that.
You use the WXY.
Yeah, I'm a WXY guy, and we'll make this. Oh, please work. There we go. Right, and then we could go ahead here, and we could actually give me a path. Yes, we can very clearly draw this path here for you. Whoops. We can make this green. But yes, this is the overall correction, and we can get rid of the sub counts, right? This is the correction that we're kind of seeing right now. And there is reason to believe, because this impulse wave here is still valid, right? Still maintaining the top of our wave 1 here, that we're probably done correcting, and we could be in store for reversal. And what's suggesting that reversal pattern more than anything right now? It's that very, very nice possible inverse head and shoulders on lower time frames, right? That's a great way to reverse out of a corrective phase within a larger 5-wave impulse move. So AMC looks quite good on every aspect, especially with the market, right? You go look at, if we go look at the S&P 500, where did we close here recently? We closed quite high, right? Relatively near all-time highs. So if the market's able to take more legs higher, even into price discovery, then maybe we will see the bulls come out and really take over the whole market, right? We'll see everything run, not only AMC. But AMC looks quite good, and it does look primed for a nice little breakout. So we'll be waiting for a break of that neckline, and hopefully this video helped you guys out. And if we do break that neckline, take the trade with us. Let me know how it goes. So
yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Austin.
Absolutely, Logan. Take it easy.